friends. So I'm about to head out right now. Right, like I was saying, I'm about to head out right now to do another quick shoot this morning. But I wanted to apologize because the vlogs haven't been, well, A, on time, and B, filled with much. And part of that, it stems from the weekend, this last weekend where we were out of town and I had my laptop with me, which doesn't edit great and takes a long time to export, and then we had no internet, or at least not fast enough internet. So, and we were there from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I kind of got behind, like I was shooting the whole time, but got behind on posting the vlogs. And then it just kind of carried into this week. Monday was my birthday, so I didn't want to like sit in front of the computer and edit a lot. I wanted to be with the fam, especially because Sarah took the day off. This is like my busiest time all year. It's the summer, there's weddings, I have the dance stuff to edit. That always takes a long time. And that's what I've been doing. Today, I thought I would, well, go do this shoot and then grab Lila, do all the normal stuff. But today's vlog, I think, would be dedicated to work, like showing what I've been doing the last couple days. Most of my time has just been spent in my office. I'll show you what I've been doing. Alright, shoot done, and I'm ready to head home and do more work. I told you I would give you a little behind the scenes of what I have been doing basically all week. So one of the big things I do every year is a dance competition for a company in Wenatchee, Washington called Fabulous Feet. And I photograph and film like all their big performances, which they have 3 throughout the year. They have a spring ballet recital, which I finished like a month ago or something. There's their big recital, which is the one I'm working on right now. And then there's the Nutcracker that happens in December. This was in the vlog before, in June when I shot everything. So I photograph the first 2 on Friday, and then the live performances with audiences the next day I film. And then when we go to post-production, it's all about putting it all together. Putting together the dances with the multicam, and putting in the audio, mixing in the ambient audio for the dances that were tap, because I had some audio recorders on the stage to capture that audio. And it's a big job. And I'm toward the ends right now where all of the digital products have been created, and now I'm creating the physical products, the discs and the labels and whatnot. So basically what I've been working on all week is finishing up the actual video files, which are just a massive undertaking, and there's 2 of them because there's 2 shows. And then getting those exported out of the computer. Oh, here, I'll show you right here. This is in Adobe Premiere right now. But you can see right here, like this is the matinee edit. And you can see every single one of these like main cut points down here in the audio is the different dances. So there's about 55, somewhere between like 54 and 57, depending on which performance we're doing. And these are the different audio tracks. Like this one right here is ambient from the C100. You've got this one, which is from the main audio recorder that was coming off of the soundboard. And then this is an audio recorder that was on the left side of the stage. And this is an audio recorder that was on the right side of the stage. And really I only use these 2, the stage ones, if it's a tap dance. And you can see I label that audio. So this particular dance right here was a tap dance. So these 3 were actually tap. And then this one was, blah, blah, blah. You can see I have to go in here and like increase the tap sounds for the different parts. Like if they get too close to the audio recorder, that the audio coming into that recorder might be a little too high, so I gotta reduce that. So that's how the tap performances work. Because the stage isn't mic'd up for the performance, I have to do it myself for the video. Each dance, since it was recorded with 3 cameras, I actually cut angles several times throughout a dance. even though it's, you know, one fluid dance. So this 3.5-hour performance, well, I should say 3.5-hour total performance, but that includes an intermission of like 15 minutes or something like that. And then also, Melissa, the person that owns the dance studio, she talks for a bit afterwards, and I cut that out. That doesn't need to be in the DVD that goes out to everyone. So basically, the 3 hour and 15 minutes of time after I cut all that out, and then after I cut out the individual parts in between dances, the final video right here you can see is 2 hours and 17 minutes, which is still a very long video, especially to go into a DVD. I have to really like compact the size of the file to get it onto a DVD. So yeah, you can see quite a bit of work goes into this thing. These up here are all the chapter numbers that I have to put in and name them so that the encoding software that makes the DVD can put those chapter markers in there. All kinds of stuff. And this is just one show. This is the matinee. And over here is the evening show. And you can see it looks like the same thing, but it's a totally different show. So massive, massive amount of work goes into creating this DVD. And even after this is created, I still have to make all of the graphics from scratch. And I usually get something from them to help me like go off of. But then after I get that, I still have to go in and create these graphics that I need. And I basically need 5 things when I do a job like this. I need the DVD menu. It actually shows on the screen when you put the DVD in the DVD player. So I need to create that. I need to create the DVD label. Well, here, I'll show you. The DVD menu is this. And then there's like a play button that shows up right here on the actual software. And I have to make 2 of each one of these. So this one's for the evening performance. And then this one is for the matinee performance. And then I also have to make the DVD label, which is for the actual disc. So this is the disc. You have to imagine it punched out in the middle here, and this being round. But this is for the evening performance. And then this is for the matinee performance. And then I have to make the DVD jewel case label for it. So that's what these are here. You've got your matinee. So this is where the spine of it, and it kind of folds around like that. And here's the cover, here's the back. This is all created from scratch. And obviously this is the matinee. Got the matinee here. And then on the back is listing all the dances. So you can see the matinee performance here has 57 dances. And then I gotta do the same thing for the evening. Here's the evening version. And same thing, there's 56 dances in this one, and they're a different order. So some of them are the same, but some of them are different, and they're in a different order. So I gotta type those all out also. Then when it comes to the picture disc, I only do 1 disc for both performances. It's just the way they wanted it done. So for that, I don't have to make a menu or anything, because obviously it's just a disc that contains photos, but I do have to make the CD label itself. So this is the photographs of the performance on the day before. And then I have to make the jewel case, which I just use these little square guys for that. It doesn't even have a back, but, well, I mean it has a back, but there's no printing on the back. So on 1 piece of paper, you can see here I can print out 2. But again, this is all made from scratch. Once I make one, I can kind of reuse some of the pieces for the other ones, but I still have to make them all from scratch. So just the graphic design portion of this is probably at least 8 hours. And then I gotta print them out. I'm saying all this because this is basically everything I've done this week. And you'll see here, after I go ahead and export these files, they go into Encore. And Encore is where I build the actual DVD with the play menu. It's got the timeline. This is for the matinee performance. And you can see here I can even play it. Like if this was a DVD player, you can hit play, boom, starts playing. And I can go to the next and to the next. I can go to the different chapters, which is, those are those chapter markers I had set, you saw, right? These red things is what this software is pulling up as the chapter markers to be able to skip to the next dance. So that's that. And once this program, Encore, spits out the master disc, it has to encode everything and then spit out a master, I can then put that into the duplicator and make more. It's not a small job, that's for sure. And one of the things that just drives me nuts is getting that master disc ready so that it'll play in all DVD players and all televisions. So I spit everything out to widescreen, and then I've tried them, like I test them here, and then I just have to hope that I have everything, like I go through it. You know, it's hard to watch because it's 2 hours and 15 minutes long, so I can't really watch the whole thing, but I have to like go through it, make sure all the chapter markers are good, make sure all the spelling is correct. Because once you bake it into that disc, you're toast. And that actually happened this time. So the first thing that happened is when I printed all of these, I think it's 34 of them, because I print the 30 plus I print some extras. And then I saw a mistake. And I had put this is the matinee performance with the matinee list on the back. I had forgot to change the spine, so the spine had evening on it. So 34 pieces of paper and ink wasted. So then I printed 34 more. 34 more. And then I saw this. It says up here, Melissa Laporte and the faculty and the students. I put the ampersand and then I wrote out and. So there's 2 ands right there. Oh, so right away I was like, oh no, these are ruined. There's another 34 pieces of photo paper and ink. There's a reason why I use white as the main part of these things. One year, this is the recital that I did. And on the disc, I went through so many red ink cartridges for this job. So now these are toast. And then that made me think, oh no, because I've used this everywhere else. Is that everywhere? Turns out I had it on like the disc labels, which I hadn't printed on the discs yet, so that was good. So I changed those, and I had it on the DVD cases and the CD cases. Again, I hadn't printed those yet. But then I thought, okay, the discs are good, right? Like here's the 34 discs that are burned of the matinee performance. Then I thought about the DVD menu. That main screen that pops up, that's on there, and it's in there. And that means that error is like baked into all these. There's nothing you can do to change that. My heart sunk. So here's 34 burned DVDs. Toast. That's for the matinee performance. And you think that's bad enough, right? Wrong. Here's 34 of the evening performance DVDs with the error in them. Close to 70 discs that have a tiny grammar error. So that's what I've basically done all week, is getting these final materials ready. I've got a couple more discs that I can make, that I can do duplicates, but I don't have enough to finish the job, so I have to wait until like Sunday or something like that to get what I ordered. I actually ordered 100 more discs just to have extras, and I'll use them later in the year anyway. And I ordered new photo paper because I need more paper to create these labels. So all week, haven't been that active with vlogging. You know, I've still got my life with getting Lila and everything. Oh, and Sarah's been out of town since Monday. Like, she's literally on her way home now. She'll probably be home in a couple of hours. But she's been in Oregon since Monday night. My birthday, she left that night. And so she's been gone all week. So there's no like doing stuff with her or anything like that. It's just been, most of this week has been spent in this room. I'm getting close to being done though. All right, that's enough about that. Just wanted to give you a little behind the scenes of what it's like to run a production company that does this kind of stuff.